Aremeyaw Anas, yes. The investigative journalist Ninsem Ababa Betudra, Yenim say yeten in Kache, Kakra, but Sisi and Hunsem Ababa Betudra. And saying Anas a winning court case. Asase Hunsem Bia, Ada Hobes 9 years, Anas. We need our court case no enti eno na this update way the abana yes Anas somewhere 2005 and customarily or akwa land bi ewo Chado ewo Dadikotopon East eho na Anas Aremeyaw enya sa asasi na oni one Adolf Tete Ejei One no enya ho twema mentwe Adolf Senedia Anas Aremeyaw so Senedia na court enti court no we Supreme Court nipa omotena so no na omo abu asem no de ama Anas Aremeyaw nipa enum omo nyina eruli 5-0 against Adolf Tete Ejei land issue ne so enti said me kan in 2005 and customarily near Canasa Nebia ahemfo na hwe so wadwuma wo bonti yemfa asasi emfa emma enti eno na onya asase no enti over 9 years omatwe asem no atwe after so in 2005 no yes so when ma menkoye su bibi ne ade na eba tete Adolf Tete ba yes asase na nye ne de ono na twen ya sisi de reports are eba indicate say sisi omaje e de ama Anas Aremeyaw Anas na the former case no first of all no de koye Accra High Court omo de ko Accra High Court and omo plead ema High Court and sembebre and a copyem Supreme Court no and that was screen this no CDR Africa investigative journalist Anas Aremeyaw Anas has won a land mark Supreme Court case which overturned previous Accra High Court and Court of Appeal decisions. The Supreme Court confirmed not just say them dika kind nobody can call Accra High Court and Court of Appeal so etna asem so and as I see a copy mu Supreme Court Supreme Court one assembly D for 9 years as I see idea Supreme Court over 10 year High Court and the Court of Appeal or more ruling and that's some decision on the by first no or say the Supreme Court confirmed that Anas legally owns his 2-acre Chado land in the east Dadikotopon municipality, ending a 9-year legal battle with Adolf Tete Ejei, who has sought to take the land and claim damages. This ruling finally gives Anas full legal ownership of the property. Enti eno ehon sem ne de emamo no enti Supreme Court no omo e de abetu ya say Anas legally he owns the 2-acre land no ewo Chado ewo ehonom enti yes eno ho nsem ne de emamo say 9 years na omo akoho asema omo aka ho asema ewo honom. The Supreme Court in a decisive decision ruled that Anas's 2005 customary land grant is valid and superior. The respondent's 2015 registered title is void, perverse and cancelled. 2015 Adolf Tete Ejei ekoya oko register isenka asase ye ne dia no na Supreme Court eno so omo overturn say enimu say 2015 registration okoye it is void and it is also cancelled. Free honum. The Supreme Court justices upheld that Anas's 2005 customary land grant was valid, lawful, and supported by overwhelming evidence. In the evidence, we Anas land na ye de man no nokre se ono akasa ne dia ewo ho no mate se die Anas etumi wini case no ewo ho no mo ye de update de premo enti Anas Aremeyaw Anas is in the news again by this time any investigation okoye this time na sase ho nsem na watimi akokota se de wakwa wini ewo ho no nti ye se ye hwe ebia na enche bia Anas be release court anase asase ho nsem omo ye ton sase ni aton ba ko mienu ye ton ma nipa ba ko ni aton ama nipa mienu ewo ho no no ye hwe se within 9 years release bay na Anas betimi dia brain on asase ho nsem nti eno ne ho nsem a ye de ebremo ye to aso a na ye kɔ dencha oboase ye kɔ dencha oboase ewo honom na dencha oboase sisi assemble ena ekoso ewo ehonom enyina enim say Major Maxwell Mahama efrimu ya that was somewhere around 2017 there and Major Maxwell Mahama eko frimu ewo dencha oboase ema omudi ni mpabro ekunu ya yenkai abusua ya hosam esi yes asem we obi a wodadwene ho a wonte ase se enti nka mu de munyina na muntie nipa na no asem once mpo ne hwe se nipa no se ye no krese wo ye nipa boni ni ana so onye nipa boni ni so hosam baaye na omo ayi no afri atasifo asase so now no na akọ court over so many years konebra na assemblyman William Ba that time ono na assemblyman wo hono ma ekoba say yes assemblyman na say ya chi obi o mu nyina momra ne enko na yenko bo no mu ekodi ni mpabro de bo na allegedly omo say assemblyman ene she nipa na chi ema omo kodi sa bone no ema somewhere years back omo ema sentence assemblyman say ye dey call life imprisonment wo honom na sisi de sama eba no ene wo screen is no say Court of Appeal frees assemblyman in Major Maxwell Mahama case. Enti Court of Appeal they freeze assemblyman in Major Mahama murder case. Enti eno ehon ensem ena ewo ho enti kan ya say a former assembly member at Dentro Boasi in the Central Region William Ba, who was sentenced to life imprisonment on the charge of abetting the murder of Major Maxwell Adam Mahama, has been freed by the Court of Appeal. In the Court of Appeal, Omo free Abranti. Also, in a unanimous judgment today, 20th November, the 3-member panel of the second highest court of the land that the trial held that the trial judge, Justice Mariama Owusu, then Justice of the Supreme Court, sitting with additional responsibility as a High Court judge, miscredited the jury to arrive at a guilty verdict for the assemblyman. The midsection of the High Court judge was grave. The jury would not have returned a verdict of guilt if they had been properly directed, the court held. And see idea na I say what's na assembly so no assembly. Specifically, the court held that the court erred when it relied on the cautioned statements of 2 of the accused persons incriminating the assemblyman. Nipa mienu bi na nkomo ya akoyi omo afrim ti se chama wontumi de se the manager no koyi ni ho efrim a oko di adanse atia chama wontumi sa na si ya ekofo mienu bi na nkomo kodi adanse atia assemblyman. Eno na osi previously no court ni tie edi eno adwuma eno na kire se assemblyman no na share amanfo kutupa ma omokodi sa mpabro no ma ye hwere sojani abrantie kama enti eno na sisi court ne tena ase bi ohun se ensansam na omutie no it was a mistake na omo dey aid ewo ehonom nti ama sisi ede omo ede agina so ede agai Assemblyman William Ba. The court was of the view that the caution statement of an accused person, which implicated another accused person, should be made in the presence of the person being implicated, adding that the caution statement could only be used against accused person making the statement and not co-accused. And say obi eba no bedi adanse etia obi a wo se nipa no ewo honom na nye se nipa ni honom abu asem na gu na chi enti eno asem ba ko a omo ejina so edi ejai William Ba. So the judge was bound to disregard the incriminating statements when directing the jury, the court said. In addition to this, the court held that the statements of 2 of the accused persons, which the court relied on, were full of inconsistencies and suspicions. The appellant was represented by George Bernard Shaw. Etieno ehon sem ene yede abram no say sem na omugina mutie sem no mutie mu ye no. There were a lot of inconsistencies as some na say nsisi so as om di free hanom di akoso ha eno ene yede agina so sentence William Ba assemblyman life imprisonment ewo ho sisi ide court kire se nsem no enyina so bia nhyɛ da nim wo ho saa nti na wo se omugyae assemblyman ema no eko nti sisi ide William Ba na Major Maxwell Mahama ne nsemu ye ni free hono sisi ya the assemblyman ono no de sisi ya ye gya no na emo wo maka de omo da so gire mu a omo nsem eguso a ye di enti no update a free Major Maxwell Mahama ho eba Dencho Boase William Ba is now a freed assemblyman sisi ya dem so betin ato so na wakakodi ni juma bi de bi ana odi previously ni a sentence ya sentence on life imprisonment wo ho and sisi ya de say ne ho ato no a ye be wakɔhwɛ video a na ye gya no free court ho no ye gya no how a